All right, Yazet here. Hope you guys are cool. I'm an artist and author, and I'm here to draw an art piece again. We're back again. So hope you guys are cool. Hope you had a great time at your house or outside or wherever you are. Hope your day is going wonderfully. I'm just gonna check one or two things on my end. Make sure I'm caught up. So let's see. So yeah. Okay, just making sure. And check to see my mic. Okay. Everything seems to be in order. I'm making sure I don't want any hiccups like I've had in the past. And my apologies for those hiccups. Everything seems to be showing the way it's supposed to be showing. So I'm very happy with everything. Made a few changes. Those who are eagle-eyed, maybe to see those changes. As you can see, I've got some music in the background. I know I keep saying this over and over again, but yeah, this is something I enjoy doing with you guys. As you can tell, it gives me a lot of joy to be here talking to you. So we all need more joy in our lives, wherever we are, whatever we're doing, and I hope to be able to bring as much joy to you as possible. Please feel free to support me on my website. Please go to Yazat, which is yazart.me. It's where I have a lot of things there for you to enjoy. So please go on there and whatever you can get, that'll be very nice. I would really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get stuck into this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to draw today, to be honest. I've been drawing some really kind of complicated pieces, and I think we want to continue in line with that. Maybe something a bit not simpler, but something more straightforward today. So I've been doing scenery, but I always involve characters in that scenery just so that I can have a center, a subject. So today is not going to be any different. I'm going to draw maybe two characters facing towards the sun, and that's pretty much it. I will do a good majority of the work here, and I'll likely do the rest of it offline. But the key thing I'm doing here is to let people know, in case they're not used to this channel, I'm here to teach whatever I know. I'm not the most technically savvy guy in the whole planet. If you're expecting like a technical explanation for everything I do, you likely won't get it. But what I'm here to do is to just show the fluidity of drawing, the ability for you to just pick up a pen on digital and just go ham, essentially. Right now, I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to call it sketch. You know how it goes. So typically, when you start drawing on digital, you will start off with your canvas. Some people draw on the canvas. I don't tend to draw on the canvas because canvases in software they vary. In some software, you can manipulate them like any other layer. In other software, they are very specific, in properties. So yeah, you can't do certain things with them like you would a regular layer. So I tend to just leave off the canvas and focus on doing what I can on different layers on the canvas. I think that's how it's intended to be. I could be wrong, but personally, I just tend to lock my layer. I tend to lock my canvas and just add an additional layer and start my drawing on that layer. So this layer is called sketch. So typically the way my drawings will go I'll have a sketch layer, and I'll have a drawing layer, and then I'll have my blocking layer, then I'll have my series of renders. So renders is when you get to painting. That's the time you paint. If you're doing a painting, it may not be every single thing I do on here is going to be a painting, but we'll see. I imagine that maybe at some point I'll be just do some kind of work that involves two colors, like darker lighter shades of a color. I might decide to go that route one day, depending on what I'm trying to draw, because I tend to draw a lot of different styles. I don't focus on just one specific style of drawing. I'm using more watercolor, and I will likely stick with watercolor for the foreseeable future, unless I feel the need to maybe use acrylics and oils. Acrylics and oils is very viable to use while you are working on a regular watercolor painting. It's a standard thing for people to add oils and acrylics to their watercolors. I've done it in the past, and it works very, very well. I tend to just keep things basic with this series of lives I've been doing, just to let you know that you can literally just go into your digital software of choice, open up your canvas, and just basically just start drawing like you would on traditional media. So it's something that anyone I feel can do. It's a learned skill. Even if you don't have necessary drawing ability, you can just basically learn how to do certain things, learn how to make those things look a certain way for yourself. And that's basically what it is that we are trying to do here. So I just try to show that it's possible for you to get into your digital art like you would any other media, like you would in traditional, where you just pick up a piece of paper, you get your pen, and you just start doodling. It's very possible for you to do that on a regular canvas in a digital art software. So when it comes to digital art software, it can be any one of your choice. So you just go on Google, find the kind of software that suits you, type maybe free design software, or if you like oils or you like specific kinds of drawing equipment, basically just go on there and type the exact kind of equipment that you're looking for. Like if it's oils, you just type I need oil painting software, or you say I need watercolor painting software, I need marker painting software, I need basically all kinds of stuff that you want. Just type it in Google and see what it gives you. Typically, design software will have a conglomeration of brushes that represents these different styles. So your software might have that already. Some might have quite a selection of brushes out the gate, some might not. Some of them might give you extra brush packs that enables you to have certain things out the gate, others might not. So it just depends on what you want to do and how you want to go about doing it. So I would suggest that you basically pick any software of choice. The reason why I'm telling you these things is just so you know what they are, because it's nice to know. Information is power, so it's nice to know that you can do certain things with certain brushes. I'm not sure how long would it be online today, because I have a few things I need to take care of today, so I have to apologize for maybe having to go off a bit earlier today than usual. I was debating whether to do the live today, but I had to come on to see you guys, and that's basically what I've done. So just to let you know, if to say you don't see me on my regular schedule, 9:30 start time, you just have patience with me. And if you want, you can message me, because I'll try and go through and see my messages and see if there's anything that you've sent that needs a response, and I'll try to send a response back. Or at the very least, read the message. So, 1 second. Hey guys, hope you're cool. Sorry about that. I had to get off and do something. Back again. We back again. So hope all is well with you guys. Making sure everything is in sync. It should be. And everything looks fine. Yeah, actually it looks like I have some latency now. It's all good. Alright, so hope you guys are cool. You're caught up now. So basically I'm trying to draw 2 characters looking upwards. I believe the view should be from the back. I have selected my instrument. The tool I'm going to be using today is a 2B pencil. I've selected my color as well. I've selected a 2B pencil and I'm going to start with my sketch. Okay, so I need these characters to look upwards. I want it to be side on. So basically I want it to be like a bit at an angle. I should move the characters. Yeah, so one of them is kind of like facing the camera, one of them is facing kind of away from the camera, that makes sense. I need it to be at an angle as well, so I'm trying to get that now. Hopefully I can. Yeah, I think we're good with this. So I think that's my sketch done. You guys are getting the idea of what I'm trying to do now. Just in case you're joining the live, my name is Yazat, artist and author. Hope you guys are cool, having yourselves a great morning. I'm going to make myself a new layer now. I'm going to go from there. Start my drawing. Okay, I'm just trying to figure how we're going to start this. I'm going to try and reduce the opacity of this one. I'm going to try and draw over it. I'm trying to figure out the best way to make it happen. First character. I draw this one. Second character. Okay, so I'm drawing these characters now. Drawing the female. Right, so I just needed to switch off the previous layer. I don't think I need it anymore. I have a rough idea what I need. I'm just trying to draw a blank. I think I'm happy with him. So her, and no. I'm just trying to get rid of the lines so I can have some clarity as to where I'm going to go with this. I'm drawing this. together the top part. Okay. It has to taper the top. Yeah, that's pretty much all I need, really. I'm just drawing his trousers. You know how drawing starts, you have humble beginnings. And it builds up. Before you know it, it turns to something else that you never expected. I love the whole process. Something I really, really love. Really love very much. Right, so him now I need to his physique is Right, so as you can see, I'm just running my drawing. I'm just getting rid of parts I don't need. I'm trying to figure out the proportions because I'm trying to make it taper towards the top. These characters have a lot of hair, so it's not like the head is going to be tiny when it gets to the top, but still, it's a bit exaggerated. Just trying to join everything up to make it seamless somewhat. What's supposed to taper the top down. These are actually young people. They're still growing. If you guys are enjoying the live, you're just joining me. This is Yazat, artist and author. Join this art piece as a form of entertainment. You guys to learn how to draw yourselves, that you know that it's possible for you to actually do stuff like this. It's not rocket science. It's for anyone to do. You don't have to think it's a very specialist thing. Obviously, having talents doesn't hurt. Not everyone that has talents in certain things like drawing. I've seen people that learned how to draw and are doing well. They didn't have any real drawing skill, but they're in demand. And art comes in different forms. You never know how your art is going to be received when you start drawing. You always have to go through those phases. So the question is, what's your phase? What do you have to go through? What is something that you want to do, achieve for yourself? What is it that you have in your heart to do? Never easy. It's God being on our side. Nothing is impossible. We trust in God. All things are possible. You give your life to His Son, Yeshua, confess your sins to Him, and accept Him as your Lord and Savior. Things can change for you. As it has for me. And that's what I would advise. Basically, you move from there and you build. Trust in God to help you do things you never thought you could do. And that's what it is. So I'm trying to draw these characters. I think his head is fine the way it is, to be honest. I know it's a bit out of proportion. Maybe I should just change it. Yeah, let's change it. Like that previous head. If you guys like horror stories, I have one on my website called The Drummerland Saga. It's a 4-part chapter. It has 4 books which you can purchase on the website, ebooks in just 3 clicks. It's going to be one of your best reads, I'm sure. Just need to give it a chance. Tell me what you think about it when you purchase it. Yeah, my website is yazat.me, which is yazart.me. yazart.me. I have a bunch of other stuff on there which you're very free to go through and see what you like. I'd love it for you guys to go on there and buy what you want. That'll really support me and help me move on with things. Really appreciate it. Basically, I'm just completing these characters. It's a little bit too flat for my liking. And it's supposed to be pointing. I'm just looking up. Yeah. I think his hair is a bit too big. So I need to already erase the whole thing and start from scratch. Yeah, it's a bit better, I think. So, holding hands, you can see. Basically, these characters are very close people. And something I love to depict in my drawings. And yeah, for me, there's a story behind everything. So whenever you see stuff like this, it's like maybe it's wishful thinking, maybe it's a storyline, maybe it's something I love to see a lot more of in terms of like familial relationships or marital relationships, all sorts of things. That's what my drawings depict, but not every time. Sometimes I draw some stuff which might be a bit, on the other side of the spectrum, which might not be something that I can actually do on Twitch or YouTube or anywhere else. So those ones I'm not sure if I'll be able to, upload them or do them. Maybe if I drew them, I probably wouldn't even bother uploading anything about that. Speaking of uploading of my workflow, I will be doing training videos. I'm making training videos and uploading them to my website with time. I have a few things I need to handle now, very important things. Once I get with those things, I will be able to get on to set up training videos for you guys to purchase on the website. And basically, I hope that's something that you guys would enjoy. You can have this stuff, you can get it for yourself. Even though I basically do everything I'm doing here for free. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff you like. You like something that you can get for yourself, download it for personal use. You'll be able to get them on the website packaged. Okay, so I'm trying to think now. There's other things I think I need to do here. I'll do some erasing again because I need to have clarity with this. I need some clarity. Reducing my brush size with bracket. Try it again because with an angle. Minute dress. Okay, let's bring out the brush, the eraser again, and erase these extra lines for no confusion. Okay, so let's get rid of those lines, making sure there's no confusion. When I get to my rendering phase, there will be nothing obstructing my vision in any way, shape, or form. She also has her head raised and bent, like he does. Okay, into my brush. Cut the razor again. Okay, I'm trying to figure out now. How does this? This is on angle. A brush. A few touch-ups here. Make sure I can make this skin as clear as possible, because it's holding a hand. They're holding hands, and that's what I'm trying to depict. I'm trying to take my time, so when it comes to rendering now, I'm not going to start talking about, oh, this is how rendering shouldn't be done, and blah blah blah. So I try to avoid that, but as you can see, I might fall into the same trap again. Because maybe it's patience, maybe it's something, I don't know what it is, but yeah. All right, so I was gonna go and figure out what's next. I think this is more or less done. I don't want to center too much on one thing. Get this thing moved to the next place now. I think we need to do some blocking now. I'm gonna block the whole thing again because it's a scenery scene. You know how we roll. Use my usual grace to block. Just thinking, is there anything else we need to do here? The answer is no. Is there anything else you think you want to add to what I'm doing? Let me know in the chat. Don't forget to visit my website, yaza.me. Don't forget to tell me how your day is going. Don't forget to tell me how you feel today. Hope you're feeling great. Well, I'm feeling great. I'm grateful to God to be here, to be alive. Everybody has a lot of stuff going on in their lives, so it is what it is. I hope you guys are having a great time and hope you guys are cool. Remember that you're loved. Remember that no matter how things are going, you can always look forward to a brighter day. I know it's easy to say that. I know sometimes people would think, you're just saying that and stuff, but that's the reality. We all have stuff we're going through that's not less than ideal. That's kind of how life is. Life wasn't always meant to be like this. In the beginning, God made the world perfect. The world is not meant to be the way it is today. The things you have to deal with today that you think to yourself, why deal with this stuff? Why do you have to deal with this today? There's a lot of questions to ask, and God is willing to answer those questions if you understand that He cares for you and He loves you and He wants the best for you. So, yeah. not sure why this is so small. I think it might have been off my last stuff. Just checking to see if I select the right brush. Because typically when I select this brush, it usually has a decent size. Yep, I did select the right brush. So I need to increase the size of it today. Oddly enough. Is it me? Maybe I should use my regular sergeant brush to block. I could have sworn I blocked with something else. Maybe I think I'm getting it wrong. I have a different brush I used to block. Let me find my brush. Maybe in my other pack. Let's check. Yeah, so let's go with this one. I don't usually use. I don't think I've used this one, but in my head, that's what I tend to use to block. I think the last time I blocked, I think I used the conceal agita brush, but it's kind of acting a bit weird today. I'm not entirely sure why. What the deal is. Let me choose a lighter shade of gray. A little dark, I think. Let's go lighter. Better. Yeah, I think this is cool. That shade of gray may be a bit too light, but still, stick with it. The blocking enables me to create an opaque layer. You can basically make an opaque layer in some programs. You can do it by just simply creating a fill layer, or you can do it by basically doing the fill. So neither of these methods I'm using here today, just to let you know I can do my blocking this way too. And I prefer it because I feel like it's a bit more organic. Even though the brush I'm using is less, it has less personality than I'd like it to have. My usual brush is kind of maybe I'm not really using it properly today. It feels a bit different than it usually does when I'm trying to do blocking with it. That's why I'm using this one. My acrylic brush, opaque acrylic, I use it for blocking because nothing shows through background. I think gray is more, gives your color, your stuff more personality. The instances where you draw, you just do stuff like this and then you just call it a day. That would be nice, wouldn't it? And one day I'll just do a sketch. And as you can see, I'm used to sketching and drawing very quickly. But I do tend to spend time because sometimes I need to get my details very well. I'm just going through these so that you know that it's possible for you to do all this stuff in a relatively short amount of time in digital. Those who are traditional artists, you very well can move from traditional to digital relatively easily. You have to believe in yourself, believe in your skills. The skills can't transfer. Remember, for those of you who are going through stuff, do not forget that you're blessed and everything you're going through in life is for a purpose. Don't let that thing make you feel bad, make you feel horrible about yourself. Certain situations occur that is beyond our control. In some instances, sometimes we blame ourselves. We could have done more. And a lot of those concerns are valid. But the reality is that everything happens for a reason, even good or bad. Both the ones that we missed, both the ones that we had an oversight on, and both the ones that, and even the ones that we allowed in. You know, it's easy to beat yourself up over that stuff for the rest of your life. But what do you really gain doing so? Really, I'm using my grays now to color this. Make sure I have a good base to be able to do my coloring now. So that's the next step. You can see it's going fairly quickly. So we're gonna move swiftly on to where we're gonna go. And I'm gonna start with I'm gonna start with both of them. I might draw them on the same layer, I don't really know. I might as well, because the characters are connected. So I might as well draw them in the same layer. Or maybe not, I don't really know, we'll see. I'll draw them in the same layer, that's what I feel I have to do. It's so easy to just beat yourself up about things that you have no control over. And some things that you think you have control over, they may slip away from you. You think to yourself, why on earth did that happen? You know? Why did I let that happen? It's a very easy way to descend, into chaos. There's nothing wrong with you chastising yourself in terms of understanding that you did something wrong, because a lot of people don't do it in this world. A lot of people do not look back on their life and think to themselves, oh, I did this wrong. If you're doing it, it shows that you are in the minority. A lot of people did the wrong thing and they just keep going like nothing happened. So if you're doing that, if you feel that you are someone who could do more and you're not where you think you're supposed to be, then you shouldn't feel horrible about yourself. But first and foremost, feeling horrible about yourself doesn't really change anything. That's why they say when you fall 7 times, you get up. The Bible itself says that. No matter how many times you fall, because we will fall. Falling doesn't happen when you know what you're doing. Falling will happen when you are out of sync with where you're supposed to be. Falling will happen when you're trying to find your way in something. That indicates that you have something that you are stumbling over, and that something you're stumbling over could very well be your fault. People have accidents every day. Some of those accidents are self-inflicted. Some of those accidents are beyond their control. In any case, what happens is that you are affected. That's the key thing here. If that thing didn't affect you, you wouldn't bother about it. The question is, why is it affecting you? What does it make you think about in your life when you feel, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, I wish I did this, I wish I did that? That's why it's good to plan. It's good to plan out your life. But to be honest, there's so much you can plan in this world. And as the Bible says, we should focus on our daily bread. Focus on the things that you need for the day. Don't let the tomorrow kill you or strangle you. That's why it said that. Doesn't mean you cannot plan. It just means that those things that you don't have control over, don't let it strangle you. The ones that you do have control over, you do your best to get those things. And it's very easy to procrastinate and have certain things happen that you don't want to happen. And basically, I'm guilty of that. I've had stuff that happens like, why did this happen? Why did that happen? It's like those things that happened, could have happened differently. But at the end of the day, I'm still grateful to God because I'm alive and I know He has a purpose for me. He has a purpose for you. He has a purpose for those of us, all of us, both the ones who know Him and the ones who don't. The question is, what is His purpose? And what was it that we were supposed to do? Those circumstances we find ourselves in. What was the next step? For me, the next step is to trust in Him and to understand that you can't cry. Crying over spilled milk is a waste of time. You made mistakes in your life. You have to deal with those mistakes. You pray to God for forgiveness. You pray to God to help you learn to forgive yourself. Then you move on. Don't spend the rest of your life feeling sorry about yourself, feeling like you have to beat yourself up for the rest of your life because X, Y, and Z didn't happen. X, Y, and Z relationship didn't work. This didn't happen. This fell through. You try to do this one. You try to blame someone for it. I'm the kind of person that I don't really believe in blaming people for anything. I believe that everything that happens to me happens for a reason. I'd rather blame myself, but it's not everything that you have to blame yourself about. That's the thing. I'd rather focus on myself, focus on my own feelings, and ask God for His strength to help me overcome those feelings. Rather than thinking that I can overcome everything on my own, by my own power and stuff. The people out there just seem to have everything going for them, and everything they put their hand in just seems to work. That can be you as well. If you have faith, no situation lasts forever. You can keep moving. Don't be stationary. Get off your behind and go and do that thing that you need to go and do for yourself. But because you feel a certain kind of way about certain circumstances and how they've affected you, doesn't mean you should feel bad and feel like you can't do anything anymore. Even if you feel like those circumstances exist because of you, because of an oversight you made or you thought you made. It's very easy to blame ourselves for things that we have no control over and think that your life is over because this happened, The little one, guess what? The only person who can say your life is over is God. And if God hasn't said that life is over, then your life is not over. God has not condemned you. Don't condemn yourself. You still have life. It means you still have a chance. God has given you every opportunity to go out there and do stuff. Myself, I didn't really feel like coming out here right now to do this today because of stuff I had to deal with. But I have to do it because at the end of the day, it's what God put in my heart to do, and I feel like I could help someone out there, and people in turn could help me as well. You know, at the end of the day, in this world, no one is successful without anybody. Nobody is successful in a vacuum. People need to believe in you for you to get to that next level. And only God can give that kind of favor. You have to go out there, you have to believe in yourself, believe you have something God will give you to do. And if you don't know what that is, you pray to God for it. Everybody has a mission that God has given them to do. Everyone. If you're not sure what it is, you need to figure out what it is. Pray to God to know what it is. And I know not everybody is. This is it. The Bible says that many are called, few are chosen. Not everyone is going to be out here doing this, doing God's will. So, I'm not here to force anyone to do what they don't want to do. I'm just telling people that you can do things if you put your mind to it. No matter how bad the situation, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how off things may feel for you, go out there and do what you can do. Do the ones that there's many things we don't control in life. A lot of things we don't have control over. We don't have control over people. We don't have control over circumstances. We don't have control over anything. And even ourselves, we barely have control over ourselves. But the ones that you have control over, the things of yourself you have control over, you try and do your best. Try and treat people well. Try and have respect for your own self too. Don't be anybody's doormat. Don't let them think, oh, because they're doing X, Y, and Z for you, then that means that they're going to run over you and treat you like trash. Everything that happens in this life happens for a reason. If that's happening to you, then God is giving you a message. You have to listen to what God is saying and follow what He says, because God knows what's best for us, and you need to listen to what He says. So as you can see, guys, I'm using my brush. I'm going back to my trusty Sergeant brush to start rendering. I've already started my rendering. So that's what we're going with now, and we are rendering the hair of these characters. And that's basically where we are right now. So we're going to try and render the whole thing. Maybe I might finish the whole thing before I leave today. I don't know. I didn't expect I'll be around this long today, but I thank God give me the strength to do this today. So I hope that you guys are here, you're enjoying the show, and if you feel like there's anything you have any questions about regarding this drawing or regarding art or any other thing that you think would be useful to you, let me know, and I will try. I'm not God, I gotta do what I can do. So yeah, hope you guys are cool wherever you are, and hope you guys are having a great time. Hope yourself, your family, friends, relatives, everyone is fine. Whatever it is you're doing, do it well. And have faith in yourself. Have faith in you. And I believe in you. So, God believes in you more than I ever can. Don't forget that. Basically, I'm just drawing this hair now. I'm trying to complete it. I will do another shade in some darker in some places to try and accentuate the position of their heads. That's the next thing I'm going to do once I complete this to an appreciable degree. I don't imagine I'll spend too long on this piece. So I find it interesting to do certain pieces that are more complicated, because I can then focus on so many different things in that piece that will take me time. But when it comes to stuff like this, it doesn't really take me that much time to complete it. Part of the reason is that I'm trying to show you guys stuff. I'm not going to spend as much time, just trying to keep it as basic as possible, using the same brushes and so on and so forth. When you get to that level, you can use textures of the characters, their clothes, you know, their hair. You can use all kinds of different brushes like gouache, you know, even like a depth brush, even a cloud brushes can even do stuff and do wonders for hair. You'll be surprised. There's all kinds of stuff you can do if you just believe in what you're doing. It opens up. Your mind opens up. That's what I hope to be. Hope to be one of the best out there doing this for, you know, the best reasons. Doing this to help people. And doing so help myself. So as you can see, I am trying to go in a certain pattern around the hair, so it's not like even. It's kind of jagged and random, just the way I need it to be. I don't really focus too much on this, so that I can get something that's nice. That makes sense. I think we're good. Let me go and get myself another shade. It's not that much different. I'm gonna check a different darker shade. The issue is that when you go to the very bottom of black, I think it kind of gets kind of crazy. It has to go really, really black. I think that's a bit better. I'm going to focus on the bottom here. I don't want to cause any confusion with the characters, with their positioning. I don't think this shade is still dark enough, but who knows, maybe. I'm gonna go a darker shade and see if that works. Let's go. Okay. So I'm just using it to shade this hair, give it like it's this bent, because she's looking upwards, straight at the sky. Give a few lines here, nothing really special. And go to the other character as well. So trying to make it seem like they're looking upwards as well. Both of them looking up at the sky, not necessarily the sun. I might draw the sun there, but not because the sun is like, that's what I look at, like looking at the sun. I don't want to look at the sun, but yeah. So yeah, that's my message, guys. Don't feel some kind of way because of certain things that goes on, things that you may have overlooked, things that you may have felt. But that's how the devil kind of gets you. Is like you kind of focusing on those things that you feel like it's your fault. And what's the alternative? You know, what do you really gain by continuing to think about things that you have no control over, things that you feel like you messed up in, and things like you feel like you didn't do very well, in the best job of? Yeah, I can rest assured that God has, forgiven me and helped me to forgive myself and taught me how to move on from that and continue to build whatever it is I have. Be grateful for whatever it is I have, no matter what it is. There's people out there literally who have no hands, There's people out there who have their hands as they don't have any hands, they don't have any arms, and they're still out there doing things. There's people out there who cannot even walk, people out there who are in hospital, lying in bed, they can't even move, they don't even have anyone who cares for them. And a lot of them are actually young, a lot of them are like in their 40s, early 50s, some of them are even in their 20s, You have children in hospitals, you have kids in those places that can barely do anything. I've been in hospitals where you see kids who just have this kind of stuff that's going on with them that's so horrible, and the doctor doesn't even know what's wrong. I'm not trying to just say like, I'm putting things in perspective because a lot of times it's very easy to get lost in the source of your issue, and you think you have it so horribly bad, but there's people out there that have it, multiply worse. Doesn't mean that you don't have it as bad as them, because everyone has what they can handle in life, right? If you can barely handle stuff like what you handle, not you, but like other people out there who just maybe have some kind of problem, maybe like relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend problem and stuff, compared to somebody who has like a disability and stuff. They don't even, they can't even walk. There's many other disabilities. I don't have to list all of them, but you basically know what I mean. I talk about stuff like this. I know in all the times in the world we live in, people don't really think about stuff like that. It's kind of anathema. You don't really talk about things like this reality that goes on in the world. Just ignore those things and just keep living your life until when maybe it happens to you, then it's like, oh, this stuff actually exists. And it's like, yeah, it does exist. You just pretending like it didn't exist your whole life. It's been there the whole time. You never know if it will be your turn. My point of saying it is, be grateful for what you have. Just be grateful for what you have. That's what you have to do. Be thankful for the fact that you are dealing with whatever you're dealing with, because as bad as what you're dealing with is, it could be worse. So, yeah, I know it might not be the best consolation. But I think in times in life, sometimes we may be a bit spoiled. And we think that people owe us stuff. And even though I understand this, I don't mind still coming on here and telling you things to encourage you, because I have that in my heart to do. And that's something I feel a lot of people need in this day and age, is to need a lot of encouragement. So if I can help with encouragement, silver and gold I might not have, but I encourage you, in the name of Yeshua, that you have a good life and you learn the truth of who He is. And you carry your burdens. I pray every day that He carries my burdens, and I pray He carries your burdens too. If you can give your life to Him, things can change very quickly for you. It makes things a lot easier. Things that are very untenable, it makes it very much easier to deal with Him. Knowing that He fights for you, knowing that He's with you, that makes all the difference for me, because if you're somebody who's grown up without real support from people around you, you know how important it is to have someone who has your back. And that someone is not someone, that's God, who has your back. And I find that invaluable. And that's one of the reasons why I love God so much, and I do whatever He puts in my heart to do, because I owe God everything, and I know the reason why I'm here, the reason I'm alive, is because of Him. So I hope that everybody else finds Him. And those of us who know Him, we never doubt Him. We continue to get stronger in Him. As the world continues to get more evil, people continue to change their mentality and their outlook to life. As you can see, guys, I changed my brush because he's wearing a gray sweatshirt. So that's why I'm going gray with this. Usually sweatshirts don't really have an inner layer inside. That's a different color. I might still decide to go with that later, but I might not. I'm just gonna go with coloring this. When I finish with him, then I'll go to the girl. And when I go to the girl, then I'll go to the sky, and then it should be a wrap then. So don't blame yourself, and don't get hung up on things that didn't work out the way you thought it would or should work out. Like you feel it's your fault. Blaming yourself is not going to make that thing suddenly work out or make it better. It's one of the ways that the devil gets people, is making them feel, like they're worthless, or making them feel like they are so messed up and they are so bad. And life is short. You don't have all this time to sit around feeling bad, feeling like you can't do something. So you have to believe in yourself, and you have to do what is best for you. Think about how you feel. Appreciate what's working in your life, and continue to pray for the best for yourself. You never know how things will change, and how things will improve for us. God being merciful. God is merciful. A lot of things happen. Those of us who know God, for the betterment of ourselves. A lot of times bad things will happen before good things will happen. Sometimes things have to get worse before they can get better. That's kind of how life goes a lot of the time. I don't like that sort of thing, but it's a given in life. There's nothing more consistent in life than change. Change is something I've embraced since I was a youth. I've had to embrace change my whole life because I've had certain things happen beyond my control. And I had to learn how to fit in and trust in God. And I know that at every point in time, God is going to shake things up in my life, and something I'm ready for. no matter what happens around me and what other people think about me. When the time for change comes, I will follow that wind God has given me. I will ride that wind to the end. I know God is taking me to the next level. And to go to that next level, sometimes things have to be broken for them to be reassembled. That's when people realize that if that person you thought you were with, it was only for your own benefit, you'll find very quickly that that's not the case. People need to deal with each other in love, not hate. Always have love and respect for those who are around you. The Bible says, love your enemies. That refers to your brother. It doesn't refer to invaders. Love those who hate you. Do good to those who despise you. The reason why you do this is because you trust that God is going to handle things for you. And if it comes down to it, God will even take vengeance for you. You never wish any evil on anyone. God is fair and God is just. This is why hell exists, because God is perfect in His judgments. God knows what's needed in every situation. So people need to really figure out what they want and go for it. Because in this life, you see people out there who are going through stuff and you don't know that maybe one day it might be your turn. That's why you never ever look down on people. You may be down on their luck. Always make sure you do what you can to not be in that mind state, that mind frame where you're looking down on them. 1, 2. If it's possible, if it's in your hand, you're within your power to help them, then you help them. The Bible says, many have helped angels unawares, and they help strangers on the streets. It's good to have the right kind of mentality in life. It's very easy to have the wrong one and think that, this is how life is meant to be lived. And this is the way forward. More often than not, we find that that's not the reality of life. The reality of life is very different from what we think it's supposed to be a lot of times. Because we think life is all about just doing what we want. And even though that's the truth, we have to make sure that we don't run roughshod over people. Because when you do what you want, something likely suffers. That's why there's something called consideration, something called compromise. Because you have to appreciate the person who's next to you. You have to hold that person in consideration. You have to make sure that you are not doing something that's going to be detrimental to that person's existence. Just like driving. If you drive indiscriminately, you will likely get yourself hurt and likely someone else hurt. Is that driver mentality. A lot of people, when they get behind the wheel, they feel very powerful. They suddenly become deities unto themselves on the road. They see people, they start to horn really loud to get out of their way and so on and so forth. It's kind of that same mentality. You have a little power. What do you do with that power is what matters. How do you treat people? So that's how to pray to God to give us the wisdom to know how to treat people well, even the ones who have wronged us. Never look down on them, never wish any evil on them. Just leave it in God's hand. Let God be the one to judge. You live your best life. Do whatever is needed as God allows to take care of yourself and your family. Don't be proud. Be humble. And handle everything you can as best as you can. And believe in yourself. God will always give you a sign what's going on around you. He always will. When He gives you that sign, you need to take action. It's imperative for you. No matter how you've gone through life and you feel things didn't go in your favor, and God, you've confessed your sins and forsaken them in God's eyes. Your life is new in Him. He has washed away all your sins. Life is brand new. You can now go and make the right decisions. Go on and make the right decisions and start your life anew in the right way. And the woman was running away from those men, and Jesus Christ told them, "He that is without sin, and they cast the first stone." None of them could throw anything on her. It's not because she was wrong. It wasn't because she was right. Because of the fact that they knew deep down that they were not sinless themselves. People come at you with their whole, they're perfect, they know more than you thing. Be rest assured that nobody in this world is sinless. And yeah, we all have to have time to sit with God and figure out where we're going wrong. All those men didn't know God. They were trying to kill somebody who was in that same boat, as if they themselves had not done evil, that they had not confessed to God Himself, not to man. And Christ said that if they have not condemned you, neither do I. Go home and sin no more. He didn't say go home and keep living your life or come as you are, or stay the way you are. He said go and sin no more. Christ knows why He said that. But the best way for God to fight for you, God to put that hedge, is for you to follow Him. So you can see again, I'm following the angle of the clothing to make sure that I try and keep it looking the way I need it to look, even before I detail it with extra layers, darker layers, and so on. I'm trying to make sure I follow the contours of the clothing. There's a lot of advice. You don't have to take anything I'm saying, but I say it out of love, and I say it out because I feel it's imperative, because these are the last days and everything is speeding up. Everything is getting faster and faster. We need to know who we are, where we are, what we're doing. Stop following people who don't know who God is, and get to know God for yourself. Get your Bible out, KJB preferably, and start reading it. For those who are newly converted, read the Bible for yourself. Don't let someone interpret it for you. Let God interpret it for you. ask the Holy Spirit to teach you what it is. Very, very important. What Christ says is that none of you can add one hair to your hair by worrying. Worrying doesn't make situations go faster or go better. You have to have faith. I had bad situations happen and God put in my heart to smile. I just smiled. And we are here today. We're still here. And thank God for everything, for His mercies, His kindness, and His love for us, His children. Also that He will give us an expected end. Everything happens for a reason, but it's not beyond God's will. God knew what would happen to you before you were even born. That's why I'm rest assured He's well, and everything is in His hands. And it's always time to trust God. Always time to have faith in what He will do. I'm drawing these two characters in the same layer called characters, so I don't need to separate them because they are interlinked in this scene, and there's not really much else in this scene except the sky. So that's what we're going to draw. I'm going to draw another scene like this, I think, maybe after this one, or maybe after another scene I draw. So we're going to do another scene that has to do with scenery. I think I'm going to keep doing sceneries. Unless you guys don't like the scenery, then let me know. But I'm going to keep drawing sceneries. I like to keep my skills up. Remember that I have those abilities God has blessed me to have since I was a kid, to draw scenes like that. And I prefer to keep learning. So much as this is a learning experience for you, for those of you who are learning about digital drawing and are hopefully following along. And if I'm not even here, you can just go through my past videos and try and follow along those videos. Just open your drawing software, put on your canvas, select a canvas size or make one for yourself. Look up recommended sizes on Google. Select your DPI. 300 should be fine. That's what I use. I used to use 400, but 400 is pretty unwieldy sometimes when it comes to brushes. Brushes that can be funny. And even at 300 sometimes they are funny, depending on the software. So what's going to happen from now on is I will likely be uploading like this to YouTube. If there's anything extra I add to them, I might put those on a paid version on my website when the time comes that you can download. But I will be uploading these as is on YouTube soon. Look out for that. I'll provide my YouTube. I believe I have my YouTube link already on here, but my YouTube channel is pretty much fallow. I only did lives on there. I only ever did lives. I did have some stuff, but yeah, not anything else on there really. I have some lives on there. beautiful lives. Okay, it looks presentable, I imagine. Okay. Right. Cool. Just having a look at my handwork, making sure that it looks relatively decent. It's pretty dark, the grays. I didn't want it to be this dark, to be fair. So I'm going to go darker for doing some shading stuff, shading work. This is part of the reason why I don't like my grays being this dark, because grays, I don't know if it's just this software, but grays are not the easiest to get to work the way you want, unless they do like they are now. Cool. If you guys are enjoying the live, my name is Yazat, artist and author. I write, I draw, I do a host of things. I also make music as well. One of these days I might do some music stuff on this channel. Look forward to those. When I want to celebrate my album on my website is called The 12 Tribes of Yasharallah. You can get it for a fee on the website. You can also listen to it as well if you so choose. Go on to yazat.me, which is yazart.me, and when you get there, you just click music, and you would see when you get there, there's a slideshow. You'll be greeted by a slideshow. You click the music icon to go there. You would see the album on the left. On the right, you see a playlist, and listen to it before you purchase it. Just to enjoy what it is. That would be very, very nice. Statistically, I believe you'll have a very nice time with it as well. I have a very unique kind of sound, unlike most people out there. I don't try to sound a certain way. It's kind of like my art. The way I make music is like how I make art. I don't really try. I don't follow the convention. That's how we roll. So if you're someone who likes outliers, I'm your guy. I have a host of other things on there. I have merchandise which I sell on the website with my art pieces on. Got them on mugs, cups, canvases, pins, tote bags, phone cases, pillow cases, blankets, all sorts. Feel free to go on there and see the ones you like. Download the one you like. Sorry, not download. Purchase the one you like. Like download, as in look at the pictures. look at them in your browser, load them in your browser, and then you purchase the one you want to purchase. Like, it's sort of confusing that. Merchandise, you can get the merchandise, take it to the vendor site attached to my website. I've got stationery on there as well, beautifully designed stationery, books, very well designed, with nice covers that are very enticing. I'm sure you'd love, I'm sure your family would love, you would love, kids would love. Purchase it for yourself. It's very, very competitive pricing. I'm sure you'll be able to enjoy these. So basically I'm layering this. I'm not going different from how I expected, to be honest. I wanted the jacket to be a bit lighter. I wanted to do a bit of a lighter shade and I'll go a bit darker, but it was not to be today. So it's already pretty dark, so I'm going with a much darker shade now, which is not my usual style. So as you can see, I'm just layering things. Making sure I get a certain kind of aesthetic, hopefully. Right, so let's continue my layering, making sure I can get those creases. Yeah. As I said before, my projects are acting a bit weird today, but this is what it is. Just coloring the bottom. The jacket. Not jacket there. It looks more like a jacket, doesn't it? The hoodie he's wearing. It's not supposed to be a jacket though, it's supposed to be a hoodie. It looks kind of, the darkness of it makes it like a jacket. Maybe the way I drew it. Right, so I'm going to move swiftly along, go with the trouser he's wearing. So I don't have much time left in this live. Thank God I was able to make it to the end today. And a bunch of things to handle, but I just put those on hold. Just get this live done. You guys have enjoyed it so far, as much as I have. I love being here, doing this for you guys. Hope it's something that you guys are enjoying as well. I was gonna draw this. Maybe I'll be able to finish this before I call it a day today. Yeah, it's not much time left. To have like 8 minutes. So let's see if I can finish this. Go from there. I love this blue. Thank God we selected this. This is one of my favorite looking blues. Remember, you guys, to always be positive, no matter how things are going for you. Just remember that you're blessed. That's one of the reasons why I do this as well, to encourage people. Figure out, it doesn't have to be drawing. Whatever you feel in your heart is your talent, your gift. Go for it, man. You really got one life. And I'm reaching a point of fulfillment for myself. And I thank God, because I feel like God has put more in my heart to give. So I feel like there's more for me to do. But I think I'm really fulfilled doing this. I think it's something that I really wanted to do. Reach out to people and affect them with art. I think I've done pretty much achieved what I've always wanted to achieve with this. We not have the biggest viewers at this point in time. You never know how God will change things tomorrow. But whatever happens, I'm grateful to God for everything. To even be here, to be able to go through things and yet still be consistent. I give Him the praise and the glory for everything. Be here talking with you cool people. It's another great experience. It gives me a lot of joy to be able to do this, and I thank God that I was able to get to do it today. I really do. I really see why it was in my heart to really do this today. Despite how I felt, I didn't go with my feelings. I went with what I was supposed to do, what in my heart to do, and I feel fulfilled. So I'm going to be looking for how I'm going to upload my stuff to YouTube. That's why I'm looking at my production value, making sure it's up to scratch, so I don't have to really do much editing. There's a lot of people talk about, oh, you don't do enough. Not me though, just in general. Like when people talk about other people, they say, oh, you don't do any work in your videos and stuff. So I'm not one of those people though, by the way. I like to do work on stuff. I'm not gonna make any excuses either. So it's either I have the time to do it or I don't. And that's a real thing because I have things to take care of on my end which are beyond my control, and it needs to remain that way. So that's kind of how it is. You have to find yourself before you lose yourself, Don't lose yourself, guys. Always stay found, always stay connected. Don't lose your attachment to this world until when it's your time. No one knows what their time is, so focus on every day, making every day count. Focus on being a blessing rather than a curse. Focus on treating people with respect, even if they don't treat you with respect. God will see everything you're doing and He will bless you. People who are in your situation are no longer alive today, but they didn't have that same grace that you have. It makes you wonder. The real question is like, what will make me so special that God will save me over someone else? Therein lies the question, right? Why does God have so much respect unto humans that He made? Why does He have so much mercy? That's a blessing. That in itself is a blessing, to be able to wake up in the morning and you have good health and you can walk, you can eat. I had situations where I've had issues with both, and I realized very quickly how much I have taken things for granted regarding those things. And you don't really know what you have until you lose it, So I just pray you guys don't wait till you lose something before you appreciate who made you and have a relationship with Him and go from there. So that's what I espouse. I'm grateful to have come on today. I mean, I didn't really feel like coming on today because I had certain things to take care of, but push those things back a little. I'm happy to be here. You guys should not forget to support me. Don't forget to follow this live. Don't forget to let me know how you feel as well. Let me know how your day is going. You can send me messages. It doesn't have to end here. You can message me. You can, reach out to me by chat, reach out to me by messaging, whatever it is. If it's something that you sent and I missed it, let me know in the chat. Just checking out what it looks like. And I'll leave off it now. And I bid you guys a great day. Grateful for those of you who could make it to watch. I've enjoyed being here with you guys. I've enjoyed having to sit here and work on this wonderful piece for you guys watching. Please don't forget to support me and follow me, like my stuff, share it, let people know about what's going on here. I hope that you guys have a great day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. Don't forget to visit my website. Don't forget to purchase stuff on there. That it helps, it supports what I'm doing, and I really appreciate whatever it is that you guys have to offer. Being here is great for me. I really love that you guys make it to the live today. I really love that you guys taking the time to reach me. I hope that you guys have a great time wherever you are. Thank you so much for your patience with me, whatever it is that happened today. I really appreciate everything. Take it easy. Have a good day. Thank you. God bless. Ciao.